Straight from the pages of Hollywood, French Foreign Legion by Yaquinto is primarily a two-player game set in the late 19th century. Although long out of print, the game recreates the thrilling, man-to-man struggles as denoted in famous films such as Beau Geste. The action takes place around a stone fortress not unlike Fort Zindernoef, as depicted in the famous film. Many of the scenarios pits the disciplined but outnumbered legionnaires against their determined, if poorly armed, Bedouin tribesmen. The legionnaires defend the fort from the onrushing attacks that may come from anywhere off the board. The map is located on the inside of an album jacket, a common feature of many Yaquinto games. The squares regulate movement much like hexagons. The components for French Foreign Legion consist of the rulebook, information cards, and 218 counters divided into the following sections: legionnaires, tribesmen, chits, information markers, and various weapons, doors, and tools. Each legionnaire and Bedouin counter features his fire and melee number. French Foreign Legion was one of, if not the first game to use a chit-pull system to determine turn order. A number of chits are placed into an opaque cup. At the beginning of each sequence, a chit is pulled to determine which side moves and fires. It is possible for one side to get 2, 3, or more sequences in a row thanks to the pull of the chits. The game condenses many of the rules needed for play through the use of a game card. The card itself consists of a number of charts that dictate movement, melee, facing, modifiers for combat, and so much more. The game card also has a sequence of play, morale table for the Bedouins, and other information that includes optional rules. The setup sequence starts with the legionnaire placing their soldiers along the inner walls of the fort. Then, the Bedouin forces are assigned to groups with the side chosen upon which they will enter. The basic sequence of play consists of 5 phases within a turn. Once the sequence markers are mixed, they are pulled one at a time from the cup. The side drawn can move, fire, and melee against their opponent. Facing is important, as characters may only move and engage based on how their unit is facing. In addition, units can only move the number of squares based on their location. Being in the desert allows for only 3 move actions, while inside the fort allows for 5. Plus, you expend movement for changing facing, elevation, going through a window, or using a rope or grappling hook. Units may also jump from higher elevations to lower ones at the risk of being eliminated. During combat, units may fire at each other or engage in melee if they are adjacent. There are modifiers depending on if a unit is attacking from the flank or rear of a defender. Once you have mastered the basic game, you can incorporate a number of optional rules to spice up the battle. You can open, close, lock, or unlock doors or windows, forcing locked doors, windows, or the gate to be opened. Command control, morale, and even wounds may be added for a more complete experience, along with providing cover, adding mounted Bedouin units, and machine guns and cannon for the legionnaires. There are also rules for conducting sieges against the fort, which includes the use of dynamite and digging a tunnel under the walls. You can also assault the fort at night using special rules for line of sight. French Foreign Legion allows players to either hold or take the fort in pure Hollywood style. The various scenarios include the German Mutiny, in which some legionnaires try to take over the fort, the negotiations, where a Berber tribe inside the fort tries to trick the legionnaires, the surprise night attack, which is fairly self-explanatory, the return patrol, and treachery, a 3-player scenario in which the mutineers try to fight and negotiate with fellow legionnaires along with attacking Bedouins. French Foreign Legion provides many hours of Hollywood-styled heroics amid the sandy atmosphere of the North African desert.